Morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TK Maths is Fun. In this video, I will go through the guidelines and notes I have prepared for additional mathematics trigonometry. I will just go through quickly the notes. I will not give the explanation here. However, if you want to see the explanation, I am putting the link of the videos in which I have given the detailed explanation in the description. So all the things which are here in the guideline, there are videos explained in detail in the description. So you can refer those videos. So let's begin with the guideline. I will scroll through slowly. You can put the video on pause if you want to note down anything in between. So first of all, the syllabus of the CIE you should know. Rather than reading line by line, there are basically three things we have to cover in this topic. And the basic is basically you should know what is base angle and general angle. Then we will cover sketches of the trigonometric function sine, cos, tan, secant, cosecant, and cotangent. We just see as a reciprocal. We do not learn their sketches. Then we will do identities in which we will use them. And then solving equations, trigonometric equations. So these are the three concepts: sketches, identities, and solving trigonometric equations, right? So you should have a very clear idea what is basic trigonometric ratios. Like I said, I will not explain here. So I'm just going through what you need to know. There are certain formulae which you should know because they are not given to you in the formula sheet which is provided to you in exam. You should be able to make a connection between basic angle, which is also called a reference angle, and the general angle. And with reference to that, you should be able to solve such type of questions. I will give pause in between so that if you want to note down something, you can. By the way, rather than just writing here, okay, these are the concepts you need to know, I have taken one or two examples, solved examples here so that you can make connection with your learning. So that's why I hope it will be very useful for you. Rather than just writing down the concept that you should know these things, then you will need to refer some book to go through those concepts. So I have picked up one or two example of each type here. So this is all related to general angle and basic angle, right? Then when we study, we always talk about special angles, though it is not very useful in exam. The reason is in the advanced exam, calculator is allowed, so we can use calculator. But why they are called special angle? Because you do not need, without even using calculator, you can find the exact value. So special angle are 45 degree, 30 degree, and 60 degree. So there is a technique how to do it, but it is not required from exam point of view. So it is basically for the sake of general knowledge. So I have completed this table with the help of this diagram. Okay, so here the little description of general angle, what it is. And then how to find or relate basic angle and general angle and quadrant, because these are very useful when you are solving equations of the trigonometric equations. So you need to have a very clear concept of these concepts there. Then it is graphs of trigonometric functions. And you need to know three graphs: sine, cos, and tan. And if you see here, it is y is equals to a sine x. This is sine dx, mean angle is something. I have taken example here also. Y is equals to 2 sine x, sine 2x. So, like if you want to see the detailed description, please refer the video in the description. So you should know basically the sine function sketching for the general equation y is equals to a sine bx plus c. So you will know, or you will be able to handle all these type of questions. So there is a technique to do that. Here is a general form of it. Okay, what is the meaning of A, B, and C? Because mostly questions of sketch are revolving around it, and if you have a very clear concept how they are related to each other, you will be able to handle those questions. So I have taken here different types of question. You can see 2 cos 3x, 2 cos 3x minus 1. You can put the video on pause and you can try out yourself while you're practicing. Similarly, related to tan, you should have an idea of a tan bx plus c also, because it's not necessary that there is always 0. There can be some number. So in the tan graph also, you should know all the basic things in it. Now after that, you can see modulus function. So in the sketching, you should know the modulus function sketches as well, because that is also required. So how it is done, you can have it here for the recap, or for the explanation, see the video, please. And then question always says, not always, but sometimes, what is the range of the equation or the values of y? So you see the lowest point or the highest point, and that is your range, right? I have taken here another example where two trigonometric functions are sketched on the same graph. Modulus sine 2x and y cos x. Then after that, some trigonometric identities I have written here, which you should know by heart. Few are given to you in the formula sheet and few are not. So you should know these by heart. And then I have taken two examples here to prove identity. You can see it. The purpose of this guideline is to ensure that students know what are the key points they should know or they should revise. And that's why I have put one example of each type here. Now, when the identities here, you can see I have taken two identities here. When you are proving identities, you pick up one of the side. Like in this example, it is left-hand side picked up. So this whole side is picked up, and then it is proved at the end that you got 4, which is right-hand side. So this is the way identities are handled. In this case, it is up to you. You want to start with the right-hand side or left-hand side, because those sides have potential to go to certain steps. Whereas in the previous case, if you start from right-hand side, you will not know what to do. So basically, we pick up the side which has something to manipulate on. But please do not take the any term of right to left or left to right while you're proving identity. Keep the left side terms to left-hand side and then prove it equals to right-hand side. Now in trigonometric equation, when you are solving, if you see here, I have taken few examples, and for that you need to have a concept of ASTC very clearly, right? So this equation is about tangent equation, and how it is solved, it is shown here. And the description is also given. I have tried to take examples which have little description given along. Second example I have taken. By the way, when students write answer, in the last, please do write all the answers together with comma and circle it or make a bracket around it, so that it is easy for the examiner to know what are your final answers. Similarly, this example I have taken, it is in quadratic equation of sine where you factorize it and after that you solve it. And if you are not considering any solution, for example, in this case, you have to write here rejected or no solution, not possible something. Do not just leave it with two answers. So one which is not appropriate, write not possible. In this example, again, factorization case, why I have picked up this one, especially because I have seen mostly students take this sine theta on the other side, then bring it down and cancel it. In this way, they eliminate few of their answers. So you do not ever cancels like this. However, while you are applying identity, that is fine. But otherwise, you do not just cancel it out. So it's a very important question. So another example here, this graph is just to show you how to figure it out. So you can put the video on pause and see the solution here. So I think this is the second last equation, solving equation, because solving equation of trigonometry is the last concept. So we have covered the three concepts here. And please remember, see, this is cosec square and cot x. So how the identities are used to solve the equations. And it is extremely important to notice the range within which you have to give all your answers. While you're solving, this sketch is not required. I just put it up here for the visual understanding. And whenever angle is not just x, and it is like 2x, x plus 30, x something, please remember the effect of this comes on the range. The range is changed. For example, right now the range is 0 to 360. So for each case, your range, the limits of the domain will change. Okay, so here are the solution for such examples. You can see. This graph is just for the visual understanding. So if you are interested to see it, you can put the video on pause. And this is the last part of the question. So you can try doing it yourself if you already have the idea. So pick up the question so you will have solution and you can find it out. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have learned something from it or it helped you to revise something. Please go to the description and click the link for the detailed understanding of the concept. I have taken totally different examples there. They are from easy to challenging side, and those videos have made on slow pace so that the students can, those who need to get it from the beginning, they can understand it. So this was little quick because it is a quick reinforcement or quick recap, but those videos are slow pace so that one can actually sink down the concepts. So thank you very much once again. Please share it with your friends if you found it useful. Take care. Allah Hafiz.